Today we are doing the Hindu editorial analysis of October 10, 2024. We have two editorial articles, that is Mental Health in India's Material World and Transform Workplaces into Supportive Spaces. Both of these editorial uh, informations in these editorials have been compiled and categorized as data, examples from these editorial that can be used in mains answers. What are the mental health issues faced by employees at workplace? Why there is a mental health issue? What is the cause of these mental health issues in workplaces? What are the solutions to these issues? And how this uh, mental health problems, mental health crisis can be solved by companies as well as individuals. These are what we are today looking into. Today, October 10, 2024 is observed as World Mental Health Day 2024. The theme is Mental Health at Work. Mental health at work is the theme of World Mental Health Day 2024. When we come to the data in these two editorial articles, we have four data, that is, one is from according to the Lancet Psychiatry Commission, over 197 million people suffer from conditions such as depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. This data can be quoted in questions related to mental health issues, regardless of whether it is uh, the question regarding mental health issue at workplace or at household, or mental health issues of any vulnerable sections. This data can be quoted as an introduction or as uh, or to substantiate any point given by us. And the next point that can be used is Karnataka. In Karnataka Shops and Commercial Establishment Amendment Bill 2024 permits employees to work more than 12 hours a day up to 125 hours in 3 months. This is something which can lead to excessive workloads, which will eventually lead to mental health deterioration. So this is another useful data that can be quoted in our answers. And the mm, next data is according to a Statista report, among suicide among Indian professionals uh, in the private sector for year 2024 puts the number as 11,000 4,484. That means 11,000 4,886 people, 86 Indian professionals have committed suicide in private sector in the year 2022. This also can be quoted in our answers, either as introduction or conclusion, or to substantiate our points. And when we come to the example that can be used in our main answers, uh, recently a 26-year-old woman executive working in a multinational consulting firm has ended her life due to immense work pressure. Similarly, 38-year-old software engineer with 15 years of experience in a Chennai-based firm ended his life. He was on medication for depression caused by work stress. This is an example of how mental health issues due to the work stress, due to the unnecessary burden, lead to mental health issues and result in death or less quality of life. When we move to the next point, in Brazil, the, this is an answer, an point example which can be used when we write the solution to the mental health issues we faced in workplace. How to When we write how to tackle mental health issues at workplace, we can use this point. In Brazil, community gardens. Community gardens have helped residents to reconnect by sharing responsibilities and fostering a sense of belongingness. And here comes, it is Japanese term karoshi. These all are the Japanese term karoshi translates to death from overwork. This can be used as a value addition in our answers. And when we go to the next level, next point, uh, mental health issues, excessive workload on employees. These are not something which have arisen just now. They, these issues have came into limelight recently, but it exists from industrial era and probably much before that. So we can here quote Max Weber and his work Protestant Ethic and Spirit of Capitalism. In his work Protestant Ethic and Spirit of Capitalism, he links hard work with moral virtue, which will lead to, according according to Weber, success and diligence are not just signs of success and diligence. He is relating success and digital to the moral worth of the person more than professional capability, which will obviously result in when a person wants to fulfill his own life, it will lead to uh, him or her doing the overwork so as so he can he or she can fulfill seek find their purpose, seek their self-worth, fulfill their self-actualization. Cognitive dissonance theory. Cognitive dissonance theory, this is a psychological concept which helps to explain how employers justify the grueling work environment. How cognitive dissonance theory assists in making people to work overtime. Once overwork becomes normalized, employers rationalize it and rationalize it as beneficial or even essential for human growth, essential for organizational growth. Thus, normalizing normalizing the overworking of employees. In human relations movement, which began in 20th century, the importance of employee satisfaction in improving organizational efficiency was underscored. This can be used, this particular point can be used to state a point that employee satisfaction and their well-being is necessary for an organization to succeed. This point can be used. Cognitive dissonance theory can be used how psychologically people, the entire mob is made to think overwork is normal, and how employers themselves rationalize them and justifies making the employees to work more, leading to their deterioration of their quality of life. Max Weber's Protestant Ethic and Spirit of Capitalism, and the idea put forward by him in his work, and this can be used to state that mental health issues, overwork, work burden, these are not just issues that have sprout yesterday or today, but that has been existing since the humans have been existing. And the Japanese term karoshi, this point can be used as a value additive when we right answer, which this can be used somewhere. This point can be used as community. When we suggest a solution to our answer, we can use this particular community gardens example to substantiate our point. And now we look into what are the mental health issues faced at workplaces. Mental health issues are battling depression, anxiety, and lack of purpose as they put the facade of success and contentment. This is uh, this is one of the mental health issues faced at workplaces, and growing disconnect from community and self-awareness is a mental health issue faced by employees. And the other mental health issues are feeling isolated and disconnected from their communities, profound sense of purposelessness, feeling of inadequacy, stress, and social comparison. These are the mental health issues faced by employees at workplaces. By mistake, I have quoted this the point 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9 as the mental health issues faced by employees, but actually mm, they are the causes of which leads to causes which leads to the mental health issues. So when we look into the causes, how we as a society makes the makes mental health issues at workplace more severe. We often equate success with relentless productivity and material wealth. We have a rising developmental aspiration, which results in overlooking of mental well-being. Materialism, which which is wealth and status, do not deliver true well-being. It is a temporary comfort that means deeper emotional and psychological needs. And another factor that leads to mental health issues is consumerism, which focuses on the affluence distance which focuses on affluence distances individuals from deeper self-reflection, exacerbating mental health crisis. Urban living, which focuses on individualism, financial instability, fierce competition among peers and among companies, all this leads to exacerbated mental health issues. Why? Even after mm, this workload, excessive work given by companies are more, which leads to the decline in quality of life. Why this is so prevalent? Why employees still work overtime? Ernest Becker, Ernest Becker have noted human behavior is driven by fear of impermanence and insignificance, which which leads us to seek social validation. Social we seek we as people seek social validation, thinking that it will bring lasting happiness. Through when the success is equated as material well-being, as freedom of choice to buy anything that we want, social validation comes from our we as a society considers a person who have more material wealth as more accomplished person, thus which will result in people seeking more seeking to accumulate more material wealth to gain social validation. The another reason why people seek these jobs, despite of creating mental health issues, is status, where culture we follow a culture where luxury and conspicuous goods define the status, feeling of define status, feelings of which will lead to when when luxury and conspicuous goods define status. When we don't have that, we are automatically instilled with inadequacy, stress, and social comparison. This results in a cycle of dissatisfaction. First, we see we work, we overwork, seeking social validation, but regardless of what we do or gain, we still doesn't have that, which leaves us dissatisfied. To compensate this dissatisfaction, we again overwork, which which results in the which results in the mm, which traps us in the continuous cycle of dissatisfaction. And then another reason is individual or the materialistic culture. Individualistic culture disconnects individuals from essential elements of meaningful awareness. Meaningful elements such as social awareness, purpose, meaningful relationships, and current political and economic priorities, which prioritizes wealth and consumption, equating them to happiness, which will shape our societal norms, which will automatically cause us to work more time, encouraging consumption driven choices, relentless drive for productivity and profit, cost cutting and cost cutting, efficiency, productivity. All these lead to putting unrealistic expectations on employees. The hustle and bustle culture, which assumes perpetual activities, only perpetual activity can lead to better results. All these results in deteriorating mental health of employees. What is the solution to these mental health issues faced by employees at their workplace? Self reflection, continuously, constantly reflecting on what is important to their particular person. For me as a person, what is important, which what gives me the what makes me more happier, brings more contentment and satisfaction. Through continuous self reflection, one can identify what brings happiness to that person, whether they are moving in that particular direction. That is why Socrates have told that an unexamined life is not worth living. And then we goes into eudaimonia by Aristotle, which says that humans flourish through virtuous living. We as a society and the individuals must rethink what constitutes a good life. We should also shift our focus from individual success to collective well-being. We should The other solutions are we should foster strong social community connections, supportive communities, meaningful work, community oriented livings and shared responsibilities, collective purpose, mutual support created by an environment that nurtures emotional and physical well being. We should share resources and experiences, reducing pressure to compete for individual success. This community oriented living will lead to shared responsibility, which usually creates a collective purpose and mutual support. This is the creation of an environment that nurtures emotional and social well-being, psychological well-being. This community-oriented living will also help in sharing resources and experiences, which will automatically reduce pressure on to commit for individual success. This same community oriented living will foster empathy, mindfulness, human connections, providing fulfillment through shared experiences. It also provides a sense of belonging, purpose, security, stress, mental health, reducing stress and mental health issues. Companies should give more flexible work hours, mental health initiatives, policies to promote work-life balance, employees assistance programs. These all can lead to lead us to finding a comprehensive solution to the mental health issues faced by employees, Indian professionals at workplace. And how can we as a society, as an individuals and companies can step into a more harmonious workplace? How we companies and individuals can create a more accommodating workplace which provides space for mental health. We as a company can reassess. Companies firstly should reassess their work culture and expectations. Then they should be then the employer should reduce excessive working hours, fix flexible schedules, embrace remote work when possible. Studies have shown that employees with more control over their schedules report higher job satisfaction and reduce stress levels. We can and then the next step should be companies should invest in employees assistance programs that ensures mental health professionals are accessible for these employees, that the supervisors and managers are pivotal to this driving this transformation. They should be trained to recognize signs of burnout, emotional exhaustion, disengagement, and intervene before problems escalate. These supervisors and managers should be trained for doing this. And then the productivity metrics should be shifted from quantity to quality. Productivity metrics should focus on quality of work than quantity of time spent or deadlines met. Then how individuals can uh, help in making the workplace more accommodative for mental health. Resilience, they should be building resilience through mindfulness, regularly exercise, and build a strong social support networks. They should, if any problem, any any crisis is faced by them due to undue work pressure, they should be seeking immediately professional. So this is the overall analysis of Hindu, the Hindu editorial of the date 10th October 2024. Hope this have helped you to create more comprehensive understanding, to help the, to classify and categorize data, examples, and the points for your mains answer writing. So this is it for today. Thank you.